Welcome back to Love and Junk. I'm Laura.
I'm John.
And today we have a very special, big surprise announcement.
Big announcement. Big announcement, for sure.
Right. So, we went to Riotfest.
Yeah, could you tell?
And if you have never heard of Riotfest, it is a mix of old and new, what my dad would call screaming.
Yeah. It's music.
Yeah, it's a music fest. It's kind of a hardcore music fest.
It's in Chicago.
Yeah. And so the headliners were Blink 182. Who else was there? The B-52s were there.
Yeah.
Rancid.
Slayer's last North American showing.
Rage
Concert.
Against was there.
Did you say Rancid?
Rancid.
Descendants
were there.
Violent Femmes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that. But who else were the big... I don't know. That's kind of it in a nutshell. It's a 3-day event starting Friday, going Saturday and Sunday. And we've talked about going. We like to go to concerts. That's one of our things. And we're on a kick to just live life, do all the things, eat all the food, see all the people, go all the places.
Yeah, and see all the concerts that, they might not be touring that much longer, or they might be done, or...
Right. Yeah, and people that we would regret seeing, it breaks my heart. Queen is my favorite band. I never got to see Queen. And so we made sure that, with Freddie, we made sure that we saw Queen this year. And the Violent Femmes, I have a little story. I was 15 or 16, and I got my first fake ID to go see the Violent Femmes. That was only a couple of years ago. But still, my first fake ID. Not to get booze or anything like that. I wanted to get into the club to see one of my favorite bands. So,
and where was that show at?
That was in Iowa City. So that's about 45 minutes away from here. Just a little hole-in-the-wall, Gabe's, if you know it, in Iowa City. And that show made a big impression on me. They were really good then. And more than that, I had a really good time. And it was really cool. That was one of the first concerts that I saw. And one of the first concerts that I saw that made a big impression, like, oh my gosh, I love these guys. I'd seen a couple other bands before.
Right.
So I think it was important to John to see them, but also to let me see them again. We got on YouTube and we looked them up. And, of course, I don't look any different than I did when I was 15. But they do. And I think that solidified it.
Right.
After we went and watched some YouTube videos, and they sounded amazing.
Yeah, they were great.
All these years later. So that was the main reason we wanted to go. Also, I'm a big fan of Travis Barker. Always have been, always will be. I think he's amazing. And I had never seen Blink.
Right.
So,
and I had never seen them either. And I wanted to go see them too.
And neither one of us know the Flaming Lips real well.
Right.
Their show, that experience of that.
Yeah, their live show, they're basically made for live shows. That was crazy.
Yeah. So those are the 3 bands. So Violent Femmes, we knew we were going to see them, so John got off work early so we could go on Friday to see them, and they played at 5:30. And then Flaming Lips was right after, and then right after was Blink 182. So those are the 3 bands we picked. Riotfest is one of those things where there's multiple stages, multiple bands. You have to pick and choose. You can't see it all. You can't do it all.
Right. So we didn't get to see the Descendants.
Right.
And we only went the one day, so.
Right. Yeah, we had to pick and choose. But, so anyway.
Yeah. What's the big announcement?
So, no, you have to tell the story.
What happened?
We got engaged! Yeah, that's the big announcement. I thought you were going to tell the story first.
No, we'll tell the story afterwards. You gotta announce it first.
Okay. So, enough about all the music. So we were really looking forward to it for the music, or I was, and apparently John was looking forward to it for a different reason, too.
I was looking forward to it for the music, but, I've been wanting to ask you for a long time now, and it was hard trying to find like the perfect moment or like to like plan it out or whatever. And I had a couple of hiccups in my plans before and everything. And so I just decided not to overthink it. And I put the ring in my pocket. And
when we left?
Yeah, when we left. And then, we were there, we were at the concert. And I just figured some point over the weekend something would hit me. And it did when we were sitting there listening to the Violent Femmes.
Yeah, what had happened was we got up close and it was a little shovey, pushy. I'm, still have a few years left in me, but I was getting a little old for that, feeling a little crowded.
There was a lot of people there.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I like my personal space. Like, you can be this close to me, but do we have to be touching? I mean, you can.
Yeah.
We have to be touching.
And
but
really,
random strangers, no.
Yeah, and then what was really annoying is we're just standing there and people would go by like, excuse me, like they're going to go walking through, and then they just stop and stand right in front.
Yeah.
It's
so then we ended up dropping back and sitting down, and actually it ended up being a good thing because we could hear a lot better. We could see a lot better by giving ourselves some distance.
Yeah, and so we sat down, and it was kind of crazy because there were a lot of people there. I'm talking a lot. And so we found a spot, and it's not a good spot. No spot was a good spot to sit down there, but there was some room at least. But people were still going around, walking all over the place.
And it wasn't just us. There were pods of people everywhere kind of sitting. I imagine that's how like Woodstock was, with people laying down and sitting down and people walking around and yeah.
So we were just sitting there, and we were sitting right next to each other, and the people are just walking by, and it was almost like nobody else was there. There were so many people there, it was almost like nobody else was there because everybody's just walking around doing their own thing, and we were in our own little world. Mm-hmm. And I felt listening to the music, and I just felt so peaceful at that moment, and I thought that was the right time, and so I asked her to marry me. Mm-hmm. And what did you say?
I said, no, I said yes, but he couldn't hear me. He said, did you say yes?
Well, I didn't think she'd said it. I figured it was going to be yes, but you didn't put your head down and everything. And,
I was hugging you.
Yeah.
So, he worried about it being the perfect time, and it actually ended up being the absolute perfect time. The perfect ring. I love it. It's sparkly. It's got stones down the middle. It's got a sapphire tucked underneath. And yeah, so we got engaged at Riotfest.
Riotfest.
And which...
Perfect. It's
everybody,
perfect
like,
for us.
I know, people that really know us know that any concert venue, it would be perfect. That is perfect. It was Friday the 13th and in a full moon. So all the stars aligned. It was perfect.
And the moon. All the stars and
the moon.
And the moon.
Yeah. So that's our big announcement. Some people have asked before, about our story, and would we do a Q&A, and we will. And so if you have questions, definitely leave those. But we don't have any details yet. We're thinking over the summer.
Yeah, the next summer, because we're looking at maybe a wedding in the mountains. And so it's kind of getting late in the year for a wedding in the mountains.
Yeah, because we literally want to be like mountaintop, have that be the backdrop and everything, and have it be very small, maybe just us, and then definitely have a big party, a big reception. So if you have any tips or tricks for wedding planning, definitely leave those comments. I'm sure our content will have a little bit of that in the future as we walk down this road and figure out exactly what we want to do and what we want to have, and think of all the wedding cake we can try.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing. So we're going to be trying to do some healthy eating and some healthy cooking, and that won't change the content of our channel. We are going to allow ourselves to try things for videos and whatnot and still live our lives, but our cooking and our meals are going to be a little bit more figure friendly.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyway, that's the goal. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, we hope you're excited. We're excited.
Absolutely.
We're thrilled. And that's all we have for today, I think.
Yeah.
But thank you for all the love and support. We love our fans, and so definitely interact with us, leave us questions.
And go with us on our journey as we plan our wedding.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We love our new subscribers, and that's exciting when we get more numbers and more people on board with us. And don't forget to hit the little bell so you can be notified when we do put out a new video. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We post there daily, sometimes multiple times daily. And that address is Love and Junk, no D, LOVEANJUNK.
Yes.
And what else?
That's it.
What about if you like love?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or junk.
Yeah. Or love and junk.
Right. Or us, or weddings, or music.
Yeah.
Any of that.
Riotfest.
That's right. That's right. Give this video a big thumbs up. And that's all we have for today, right?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.